Hello and welcome to Tech Talks featuring the PLC-INTERFACE Relay Series. My name is Andrew Bogacek, Product Marketing Manager.
And I'm Clinton Hummel, Associate Product Marketing Manager.
And in our last episode, we talked about quick ways to wire up your PLC interface relays. That PT connection technology is very slick. And I was kind of thinking, Clint, is there something else that maybe speeds up your wiring process?
There is indeed. So the heart and soul of the PLC interface system is the continuous bridging system. So I'll show right here in the studio our 500 millimeter bus bar. So this is a continuous length bridge. And you'll notice right away one thing that's different than the competitive bridges, which is the lack of fingers. This is not a finger bridge, it is a cut to length bridge.
Okay.
And what that allows us to do is bridge up to 80 relays with the single bus bar.
Up to 80 relays.
Up to 80 relays, but it also allows us to mix and match the relays that we use. We have over 700 unique part numbers. Some of them, like our double pole relays, feature a wider housing. With a competitive bridge, you would have to use two different bridges to connect the relays. With the continuous length bridge, we can just come right here and install that. Boom, just like that.
Wow. That's fantastic. That was very simple and easy to do. And yet, mixed pitches on one bridge, which is very nice. It's less inventory, less products to have.
Absolutely.
It's just a simple bus bar system. So you talked about up to 80 relays. And if I'm thinking about relays, they're limited in how many amps they can really have. So do you have a way to bus, some more power to all of these relays?
Yeah, that's also a great point. So the competitive finger bridges, they rely on the rating of the terminal of the relay that you connect it to. So our relay, just like anybody else's on the market, that's typically limited to 6 amps. But, as you like to say, there's always more. The feed-in terminal block that is on the side of the relay bank here will actually allow us to connect up to 32 amps of bridgeable power to all the relays.
32 amps you can go through this module here, and it'll bust that through all the rest of the relays.
Yes, absolutely. And one other thing I'd like to point out is it's not just the A2 and the common terminals that we can bridge. The PLC relay interface system does allow you to bridge 4 signals, A1, A2, common, and the normally open terminals.
Plenty of options. So the options are yours to choose what you want to do with them. And I'm looking at this set right here, and we've got a couple different pitches here. Maybe somebody's running different types of voltages, and they want to try to separate some of those visually. And is there a way to do that?
There is. So we have a product called a partition plate. So a partition plate job is to provide electrical or visual separation of the relays. So if you have 8 relays in a bank, you want to visually make it very easy to break up those 8 relays, you put one of these in. Or more practically speaking, if you have a 120 volt and 24 volt mix in the cabinet and you want to keep those voltages separate, you can install the partition plate between the relays to give you some isolation. But there's also a nice cutout in the bus bar, in the partition plate for the bus bar.
For the bus bar to go through.
So at least on the coil side, you can continue your bridge, but keep your contact voltages separate.
That's slick. A lot of really cool features when it comes to the bus bar system. Just to bridge all these relays together, I can see how that would speed up our wiring process. And you know what? Next time, I think we need to get into some of these specialty applications. Because there's how many part numbers again?
Over 700.
Over 700 different types of part numbers, so it will handle a wide variety of applications. Let's talk about that next time.